missing here? Oh, this guy. I'm going to take this. Here's all my stuff. And you know, still recording. That is some expert videography. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert. You know what that's for, right? Basically, it's when you do this, when you have an audio recording and a video recording, when you have that spike, it shows up as a big spike, and so you'll see that in the audio, but you can also see me in the video. So you match them up, then your timing's perfect. So, okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head over to, if the traffic's not too bad today, which there's one right there. You can see this guy. That's an airliner. He's at 30, what is that, 8,000 feet or something like that, 33,000. There's one that's 2,200 feet above us. That's probably Kent. There's Portage County over there. We might go over there actually, do some takeoffs and landings. And that's us, of course. So let's do this. Flight plan. Let's clear. Let's go. Nope. Let's go to Carl, and then let's go to POV. Portage. Close. There's our line. All right, I think we're ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to taxi and turn around and come back just so I can take one last look at the sock to see which way we should really go. Once we get up in the air, I'm going to let you fly. Once we get up and get stabilized and stuff, if you're comfortable. And you'll find that I go into flight instructor mode really quick. I was a flight instructor for, I don't know, 1,000 hours, a bunch, and loved it. I really enjoyed it. So all that means for you is that I'll be talking a lot, which, yeah, nothing changed. Let me get up here a little bit more. Watch this sock for a second here. I'm pretty sure we're going that way anyway, but I always just check it one last time before we go. So, and then I'm going to give you the rundown of what we're going to do. When I take off in this airplane, because we're on a soft field, it's not perfectly flat. There's some bumps here and there. So I take off with the elevator all the way back. And pretty quickly after we add power, the nose will come up. And then the idea is to keep the nose off the ground, but just barely. Almost, if it were touching the top of the grass, I'd be happy. And then slowly the airplane will lift off. And usually that's around 45 to 55 miles an hour. And then what we're going to do is start climbing out. Now I'm going to climb initially at about 75. I'm going to have some flaps in, which I'm going to put those down now. If you look at that wing, you'll see my flaps. Yeah, I put down about 10 degrees of flaps, something like that. And but as soon as we get above about 65 or so, I start raising those flaps up, and that lets us accelerate. We climb out initially about 75. Once we get clear of trees and everything else, then we'll probably be climbing at like 100. And it'll climb it, this will tell you how fast we're climbing, that little yellow arrow, diamond or whatever. It'll tell you how fast we're climbing, usually around 1,000 feet a minute. And of course our altitude, this is above sea level, and our airspeed, and then our direction and stuff. This is not level because we're not level. You know, we're kind of cattywampus. That's the technical term. We'll turn that on. That checklist is complete. We're plenty warm enough, and we're good to go. And away we go. Well, there goes that video. Flaps are coming up. Flaps are up. There's my 75. over the place. They're everywhere. They are too, man. They fly a lot. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn south, I think, to kind of get out of their hair. See this road right here? Basically going to follow that road.
I'm gonna be pissed that I'm gonna go land because I can't do it.
their program, you're going to be there anyway, but we'll do it again another day. So you would recognize it, you would have done it before. Beautiful. And you're even navigating now. And we would do some touch and goes over there, but we'll go over here to Tri-City. Go a little bit left. Oh no, you actually got this wire. Don't listen to me. I don't know if you noticed, but there's an airplane right there. He just went right over us. He's 6,500 feet above us. Well, 4,900 feet actually. Above those clouds. That's why we couldn't see him. I love that box for that reason. What do you think? What's that?
Pretty sweet being up here.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love this, man. It's a blast. Once you figure it out, kind of get a feel for it. Wait till you land this thing for the first time. So what we'll do is we'll go over here to Portage, and I'll land. I'll get us on the ground. We'll stop. We'll back taxi, and I'll get you taken off first. I'll let you do a takeoff, and you'll get that right away because that usually comes pretty quick. We'll go around the pattern a couple times, and I'll get you to where you're either landing or very close. It might not quite get there. Cole didn't quite make it on his first flight, but he was close. He was real close, actually. So I have a feeling, based on what I'm seeing, you're going to be pretty close too, if not even landing it. So you do a good job. This is uncanny. I mean, Cameron, you really got this. Ever since I gave you the controls, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't looked that close. Maybe I should look closer. I don't know. You're doing great. Okay, so there's our airport, and we are about, well, we're about 5 miles. I'm going to call them. Sorry if I mess up your jive here. At Tri-City, good afternoon. Experimental 601 Kilo Tango is about 5 miles to the north. We're going to approach actually from the west and cross midfield for a left downwind for 18 Tri-City. I can't tell you how much fun this is for me, Cameron. I'm usually doing the flying and I don't get to look around and, kind of just enjoy it. So I appreciate it, man. Go ahead and start your nice slow turn. Tri-City traffic, experimental 601 Kilo Tango's turning left downwind, runway 18 Tri-City. For this, for you, but because there's a little bit, you can see that we're cockeyed a little. That's because there's a little bit of a crosswind from the right. 70. That 70 is pretty good. So I'm just working my throttle and the airplane to keep it somewhere around 70 or so. Oh yeah, the bumps are going to be fun today. And just fly it all the way. And then you make a terrible landing like that for your... So, for this takeoff, you don't have to be all the way back. You can just let it be centered. And then, let's stop us there. Once we get to about 50 or so, just slowly ease it back. Okay? And you'll find it lifting off, and you'll have to go with a little bit more right rudder, probably. And you're going to go with full power at the beginning. You'll slowly push it all the way in, and I'll talk you through the whole thing. We'll get you in the airport. As soon as you get in the air, remember the wind's doing this, so as soon as you get in the air, it's going to want a weather vane. That's okay. It'll still keep flying. It's just nice. So when we climb out, you're full power. You're going to, like I said, 50 or 55, rotate. It's going to accelerate pretty fast to about 70, 75. As it does that, you start rotating even more to kind of keep that speed at 75. Because you got your power all the way in, you can't control speed there. You got to control it with pitch. So you pull back and it keeps it at 75. You ready to give it a try? All right. Full power. All the way in, right rudder. There you go. All the way in. Push it all the way. All the way. There you go. Right rudder. 47, 50. Come back a little. There you go. Not too high. Not too high. Easy. There you go. It's very, keep right rudder. You got it. You don't, oh, let go. Right rudder. Hard right rudder. There you go. 75. There you go. There you go. You got it. You got it. Hand on the throttle. Yep. We get to about 1,500 There you go. Go ahead and start your turn to your crosswind leg. That's a lot going on, isn't it? Okay, on this landing, I want you to stay with me on the controls. You stay on the controls while I'll help you with it, and I'll talk you through. See that to stay on that runway center line, we got to be kind of off like this because of the wind. Let's pull power back just a smidge. You do what you think you need to do, and I'm just going to help you, and you'll feel me helping you. Power. Yeah, we're a little slow. Power. There you go. Keep it coming down. Right. Not bad. I'll start raising the flaps up. Okay, now remember when we took off last time, it was significant, the right rudder. It was pretty, you had to kind of get on it. So make sure we do that. When we rotate, don't be too aggressive, just ease it up, and you'll see it'll take off. And then once it's flying and you can see 55 and accelerating, then you can start to slowly raise it up to get that 75. Excuse me. And just maintain right rudder to keep going, you know, basically straight. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, and I'm just going to kind of be with you on the controls, so whenever you're ready. Remember, a rudder to keep her on the center line. Full power, ease it in all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going all the way. All the way, push it all the way, there you go. There's 47, there's 50, easy, easy, not too much. Too steep, yep. Nice, nice, nice. A little steeper, just not too much, just a little. It's a beautiful thing. That was almost all you. That's a beautiful thing. I like it. 1500. Let's start our turn to crosswind. There you go. There you go. That was good instincts. A little more. You can see what our speed's doing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's get it. There you go. That's when you want to be aggressive. You want to make the end of that pavement. Okay, now I'm going to help you here. Easy. Nice. Just keep going. Ease off the power a little bit. Real slow. Real slow. Real slow. Really slow. Easy. Oh, that was the best one yet. There you go. Nice work. Hold that thing all the way back now as I raise the flaps. Okay, so same thing. Remember now, these things are very sensitive. So just the slightest rotation is going to do it. And initially, just very slight, and it's going to really want to start going. You might even have to go forward a little to keep it at somewhere around 75 or so. And then once I start getting those flaps up, you'll feel it. Let me change this trim a little bit. Okay, ready? Same thing, right rudder. I'm ready when you are. Here's your speed, just slightly. There you go. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Ah, Cameron. Flaps are coming up, a little more right rudder. There you go. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful takeoff. That was all you. Very nicely done. Ah, that was awesome. That was awesome. Ah, that makes me so happy. Let's see how Portage is looking now. Although I think we're going to hit, oh my goodness. Look at that. Oops. It's like a swarm of bees over there. We're not going to go over there. We'll go around, play around over the lake and head back home. Okay, so let me change the heading to about, apply. See if she responds to that. Oh yeah, there we go, sweetheart. That's what you're supposed to do. Awesome. You just turn the airplane loose, okay. Because it does have a nav function. So if I had a route, like right now, I could make it follow that magenta line towards our place. And it would just follow that line as far as you want to go. Really cool. I'm going to turn this autopilot off. One of the nice things I did with this airplane is I wanted to be able to have my throttle in my hand and control flaps, autopilot, trim, aileron trim left and right, my heater, everything right here within, you know, my throttle, which I really like. And then of course I got my elevator trim here and the radio's right there, so kind of nice. So I'm going to turn this guy off, give myself full screen again, go play around here at the lake. Alright, you want to fly again? Go ahead. That's working so well. Oh, I'm so happy with this, I can't stand it. Oh yeah, you're working way better than the audio-visual guy, I'll tell you what. So what I'm going to have you do is start making a left turn and just follow the south bank of the lake back that way. You're doing great, Cameron. It's a pleasure to fly with you, I gotta tell you. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. You know, I waited till the camera was on to say that. I turn the camera off, it's going to be like, what are you doing? I can't believe it. Oh my goodness, this is going to be interesting video. Mike's going to be making serious fun of me, I'll tell you. Okay, so I told you to follow the bank of the river, of the lake here, and the green line shows us where we were, so there ain't gonna be no line. I have you. I got you. We get on the ground. It's part of the reason I love these videos is because when I land and stuff, it tells me how I did. You know, at what point on the runway did we lift off? Where did we touch down? You know, it helps. It helps you be a better pilot, I think. Very nice. So much fun. Very nice. 100, 110, anywhere in there. And usually about 44 once you get it level. Let's go circle my place here. I got the airplane for a second. See if we can get her to come out. Let me know if I get you sick or anything, because I get, you know, a little too jerky on the airplane or whatever. We're basically on a kind of a extended downwind leg here at my place. I don't know if you can see it over here. I'm gonna circle the house and see if I can get her to come out, wave at us, maybe get a picture of us in the air. Sometimes she comes out and shoots video of me landing. Then I can't get away with anything. See her right down there off the wing? That's the house right there. I don't see her outside though. Hopefully she's in there slaving away from some supper. Hopefully she don't watch this video. Alright. I gotta unwind again, I'm getting dizzy. Go the other way. You ready to head back? Okay, so what I have to do here, what makes this so challenging is I gotta cross the trees on 225 and you can barely see them over the nose, or just on the side of the nose really if you look around it. keep your speed on and just barely cross them, higher than them. You don't want to be too fast because you got limited runway to. And then once you clear these trees, oh, there goes a crane. You want to get the nose over. Add a little power here because we're a little slow. Hey now. And get my flaps up. There goes my camera. It doesn't like takeoff and landing. Okay, so I'll turn this guy off. Cameron, this has been a blast.
Yeah, I've had a great time.
It was fun. Perfecto. That is convenient. I just happen to know that if I get this nose wheel in the center crack, both wings clear. We get it up here on the level ground. Turn those lights off. Turn this guy off. I'm going to turn these off. Thank you, sir. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed it, man. We're going to do it again. I'll tell you, we're going to do it a bunch more. It'll be fun. For me, at least, it'll be a blast. I hope it's okay for you.
Oh, I'd love to.
Man, that was fun.
Yeah. I had a great time. Definitely.
I appreciate it, man. I did too. So let's see. Off with this guy. Would you do me a favor and turn that one off? Device and lock. Here's all my stuff. And you know, still recording. That is some expert videography. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert.